What is going on, everybody? It's Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift-Onfire. Today's going to be a what sold video, what sold for me recently on eBay. Before we get into the order pulls, I want to show you a purchase that I just made. So this is my SUV and it is kind of pretty full, to be honest with you. There's lots of DVDs, there's some bags in here, some hard goods, some clothing, and etc. But this is really what I'm excited about, honestly. These cameras, I think there's probably some decent cameras in here, to be honest. So what's going to happen over the next few videos, the next few what sold videos, I'm going to give you, a breakdown of some of the stuff, some of the better stuff that I got from this buy. There are a lot of DVDs. There's some box sets that might be good, but the DVDs themselves, not so interested in. This was a viewer of the channel that reached out, Cal. We've been talking for a while. He's from the GTA, so the Greater Toronto area, probably at least 2 hours away, I would say. On a good day, I can get to Toronto in like downtown Toronto in like an hour and a half, but with traffic, it's usually 2 hours or more. So it was just sort of about meeting up. We had to figure that part out. He wound up coming mostly down here to Tillsonburg, which is where the spa my wife and I own. So we met up in Tillsonburg. We kind of looked through all this stuff. He was gonna sell online. He's been buying at like I think on auction sites and estate sales, things like that. And I think he decided that he didn't really want to sell on eBay. So he has all this stuff. He likes picking, so I think he's going to continue to pick. He's got a few people, including me, that he wants to like sell, lots like this too. So this is just stuff for me. I wouldn't personally want all the DVDs, but some pretty cool box sets in here as well. So some of it's going to be okay. For price, I kind of just said ballpark me what you think you want to get for this. He said somewhere between $100 and $300. We kind of looked at a few things and I just said, what about $200? I think I can make money, and it's really about building a relationship at this point. So he knows I will buy stuff from him and coming down here will be worth his while. I think just the cameras alone, if we take another quick look at the cameras, I think there's like 3 really good ones here. These binoculars, and somewhere in here there's another pretty decent camera. I think just in the cameras alone I can get most of that $200 back easily, if not more. I haven't comped any of them. And then there's some other good stuff in here as well. There's way too many DVDs for my liking. CDs in here for sure. What I plan on doing is over the next bags in here, over the next couple what sold videos, I'm going to break down some of the better stuff from this buy as I listed. I'll show you, I'll tell you it's from the Cal buy. That's what we'll call this going forward. Yeah, pretty happy with it. Nice to pick up so much stuff at once. I won't have to source anything unless I really want to in the near future, which is nice to have so many cards. So it's just nice to have a variety that's not cards that I'm listing every single day, plus relisting and all that stuff. But let's jump in the house and we can talk about one more thing before we pull orders. Just wanted to remind you guys about Sidekick Tools. They're actually still running the same promotion that they were running last month, okay? So 50 credits in cross-listing. Whether you're a new customer or an existing customer, you get the same 50 free credits. I think it's worth a try if you're on the fence whether you think cross-listing could really help you in sales for your business, or if you're just on the fence whether you want to try automation and Poshmark. This is a great opportunity for you for sure. If you want to sign up with my link, which I get a little kickback for, or if you don't, it's totally fine if you don't as well, but my link is in the description down below. I usually try to keep it down there for you guys. I've still been using Sidekick Tools every single day. I have not been listing on Poshmark still. I haven't really listed new clothes in a little while. I've been listing a lot of hard goods and sports cards still, but once I get back into the Poshmark grind, I'm sure I'll see Poshmark sales grow. I do basically think anything good that's happening right now on Poshmark is because of automation, because I'm not really spending much time on it whatsoever, which will change, here in the future pretty soon. But if you guys want to give cross-listing a try, like I said, sign up through me, link down below. If you're an existing user, just go ahead and get those 50 free cross-listing credits. And yeah, let's pull some orders. Kicking it off this morning with a Blu-ray sale, and this one is a Rick and Morty seasons. It's right here. Seasons 1 through 3 Blu-ray. Okay, with a sleeve. This, if you recall, I got a box full of DVDs and Blu-rays from one of my friends. Just gave them to me for nothing, no buy cost. This one took a while to sell, $7 USD. So no buy cost. It's okay. We're getting it out of here. Next, we're looking for a crew neck, a gray crew neck. Maybe this one right here. Yeah, this is it. This is on a 30% off sale, so Detroit Red Wings on the Waves tag. I think it's probably 90s. Could be 2000s, early 2000s, but I think it's 90s. Was listed for $19.99. 30% off made it, I believe it was 30% off anyway, $13.44. So not making a killing on that for sure. Yeah, but we're moving it out regardless, which is really the point to some of this stuff that's been sticking around too long. A pair of Hey Dudes. I actually picked these up for myself, and they were a bit small. It's kind of weird. I typically wear size anywhere, if it's wide, my foot is wider than long. It's like a 12 to a 13 normally. These are, I think they're a 13. Yeah, size 13, but they're too small. I was surprised. I looked at the ones that I actually do own. The ones I own, which I picked out of the Goodwill bins, are size 14. So apparently these are a little bit small. I didn't clean them up or anything. They're still a little bit dirty. I just listed them as is. And we did wind up getting $18.75 USD. I do think I bought these from a regular Goodwill store for about $7 and change. So not the best flip in the world. Hey Dudes, used to be able to get more money from for sure. They've fallen off a little bit in resale value, but you can still sell them, obviously. Next, a Wayne Gretzky card. This is a Synergy card. I pulled it to the front here yesterday when I seen this sold. Should be this one. Yep. Postseason Perfection Wayne Gretzky Synergy. It's 59 of 199. This card isn't old, not super old. 19, yeah, well, kind of. 2018, 2019. $21 USD on that. I think I had it listed maybe about $4 or $5 higher than that. It was a decent offer, I thought, anyway. Next, a flag. So we're going in here. It's warrant, I think we're looking for. See if I'm hoping it's got some of the newer ones that I picked up have, I kept these in there. It's this one right here. This flag is 44 by 40. I think I had it listed maybe, so first off, I guess we got $22 for it. I think I had it maybe listed around 27, something like that. But, I think I paid about $5 Canadian, roughly, something like that anyway, about $5, and flipping it at $22 USD. Not too bad, really. Next, a Euro tee. I think it's behind here, actually. Let's just flip these around. So this is kind of interesting. These are new tags. CFL tag. Okay. Athletic software. It's a Euro shirt from 96 Croatia, right? Nope. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's a cool shirt. I wasn't sure what to expect with these. I have two of them. I think my other one, I think we just relisted them, actually. I had them listed a little bit higher. Yeah, here's the second one here. Had them listed higher. Wasn't getting any bites. I dropped the price to, can't remember what I dropped the price to. A little, just over $20 anyway. And we wound up getting $18 USD. I do have a little note here to relist because I do have a second one, so I'm going to relist that one. 18 USD. I think I paid probably $5 for those each. Somewhere around there, maybe a couple dollars more. I do think it was from the same guy that we got these flags and a bunch of hats in the last like $500 buy, where I bought, I think, like golf clubs, hats, and those flags and a few other things. I think I paid between $5 to $8, something like that. So $18 USD anyway is what I got for that. Next, or last in this round of orders, I think, is a video game. It's a Saga game. So we're looking for just a Saga cartridge. Okay, they're right here. Gods. Same thing here. Not getting a ton for this. I think the same thing with this one. This might have been a garage sale or something. I know I had this from the attic buy that I did last year as well, but I believe it was in the case. I can't remember where I got this loose one from, but regardless, we're getting $13 USD. Let's get this round of orders out of here. So the $200 buy you've seen in the intro, we're going to affectionately call that the Cal buy going forward, just so we're all clear. When I say the Cal buy, it's this $200 buy that's currently sitting in my SUV right now. I do truly think that those cameras that are in there are probably my money back, the $200 roughly. Could be more, could be less, but the rest of the stuff will add up to be valuable, I believe. And if not, it's $200. It's enough that it's worth Cal's time to drive down here. It's worth my time to pick it up and just see kind of what's all in there. You know, I could have dug through everything and then gave him an offer, but you know, like I said, I think I said in the intro, he was kind of looking between $100 to $300. He wasn't really sure what I was thinking. And, you know, I was sort of thinking right in between there. I was honestly thinking I didn't want all the DVDs and I was going to be more choosy, but if I could just buy it all for X amount without digging through everything, that was fine too. And the $200 mark still made sense for me. And like I said, we'll break it down in upcoming What Sold videos. I'll show you some of the better stuff from the buy. If I decide to discard any of this stuff or do something else with it, maybe just take it to the booth, I'll show you those maybe in piles, something like that. We won't try to drag it out too long, but maybe over the next 2 or 3 videos, I'll show you different parts of this buy as I get them listed and figure out what things are actually worth. And when they sell, we'll know that they came from the Cal buy, because hopefully, well, the cameras I'll remember because there's only a handful of cameras. The rest of the stuff, hopefully we can remember that, and I can let you know when stuff sells from this particular buy. Okay, I think we're gonna end this one right here. If you do like videos like this, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon.